How's it going, guys? Got the new Jeep Wrangler JL. This is the unlimited version. It's a sport. It has the customer preferred package in it. So it's got the bigger touchscreen, heated seats, heated steering wheel, dual climate control. It's got the hardtop. It's awesome. And probably put 3-4 miles on it so far today, and the difference between this and the JK are massive. What do you think, Jimmy?
I've always thought that they needed a huge facelift from the prior body to the new one, and you know, it's something where I never considered myself a Jeep buyer or a Wrangler buyer, but now looking at this model, it really blends the newer technology with the, you know, vintage styles of what the true Jeep Wrangler owner it used to be and still is.
It is not comparable. It is just so much better. I'm just doing some mall crawling right now, going over some sidewalks. So we live in Wisconsin, where it's a whole 34 degrees right now, and I know because this awesome info center I've got in front of me is telling me.
4.2-inch info center, driver information center to be specific.
It's great, guys. It's great. So initially, this and the JK, when you're looking at them, they look different, but it's subtle. It's not in your face. You open that driver's door and you get in this Jeep and everything changes. The second you sit in the seat, getting in, just everything's different. The steering wheel feels amazing. Actually feels like I'm in a $40,000 vehicle instead of a $40,000 vehicle feeling like the inside of a Cobalt. And don't get me wrong, guys, I love my older TJs and my YJs and my CJs and all that good stuff, but once we got to the JK and they started getting expensive and they started adding options, it was time that they just do that right, and they are with this.
All 4 windows.
The windshield's laid back a little more. It doesn't have that banana shape anymore. So the JK, the windshield curved, and if any of you have ever laid your JK windshield down, you definitely see how awkward that looks. This windshield's flat again. They went back to just a flat Jeep windshield, but they tilted it back a little bit, and you're not getting any of that wind noise. Also, they made it a lot easier to lay it down, and it looks 100 times better when it is laid down than that JK one. Big improvements.
Also, right in hand with that better ride quality.
And that'll help you out off-road if you want the longer wheelbase, it's there for you. If you want the shorter one, get the 2-door and enjoy that. I'd like to get my hands on a 2-door at some point. Thinking we could probably do that.
Probably work that out
once we start seeing them. This is the first one I've seen in our area, so we're driving along the lake right now.
It's very windy.
Yeah, definitely can't complain though.
Waves
it's always crashing. A great view. All right, guys, we're gonna get out, do a little walk around, give you a tour. See you soon. How's it going, everybody? We're out here with the new JL. So we just did a little video of the inside when we were driving around. Decided to pull off by the lake. We got a good view going on here, and we're just gonna do a little walk around. So first thing you notice is that this is the Sport. It's not a Rubicon. It's not a Sahara. This is the Sport. So this is what a majority of everybody's going to be buying, and they're doing such a good job with it now. I don't see a ton of people going to the Sahara model. So got a lot of little details in this Jeep. I think they did a very good job with it. It's so quiet compared to the older ones. They still got the little Easter eggs everywhere. Got defrosting mirrors, which is nice now. The wheels are pretty simple, which I like. Got a backup camera, and the backup camera looks like you're watching HD TV. not a little crappy backup camera. Michelin tires that's coming with, I would swap out almost instantly, I'm sure, as would most of you, but they're good for the highway. So this is it. We're gonna get some pictures, and then we're gonna go drive it around some more. Check this out. You take your top off, take your doors off, fold the windshield down. Don't know where to go with all those little bolts? Problem solved. How awesome is that? Got some surfers out today.
Freshwater surfing capital of the world.
Yeah, you'll recognize this lakeshore from the movie Surf's Up with the chicken, which will now be in this video.
Yeah. Did a whole tune-up on it, so they originally increased it 14 horsepower, about the same amount of torque. But that 8-speed transmission is what really makes the difference. It helps that delivery of power to make it much smoother and much more sustained.
It gets up and goes a lot better than the JK. I didn't even have my foot down, and well, I had my foot down. I didn't have my foot down far, and it launched into action. It was much more exciting.
This comes in an actual, you know, stitched book, you know, a case, which is nice. We haven't seen that in a long time.
Guys, I'm gonna be honest, this auto start and stop, I can't do it. I know it's better for the environment and whatnot, and maybe I'll get used to it someday, but it's not for me yet.
Fortunately, Jeep is one of the only automakers to give that as an option in their vehicles.
So behind us right now, we've got a two-door JK that's got some goodies on it. I think he's really trying to catch up to see this. We'll pull over and let him check it out if he wants to. Hey guys, somebody just reminded me of this while we were driving. Don't plan traffic. It's just, it's not a good plan. So I think driving wise, what I could compare this to is if the Grand Cherokee Trailhawk was just a little more off-road. But that's what, I mean, it seriously, it feels that refined and that good. But it'll still do everything a JK will do. Alright guys. We are, we're at Starbucks.
We just took this thing on the beach.
Yeah.
And now we're, you know, in the drive-thru getting coffee.
Yeah.
You truly get the best of both worlds with these.
A frozen beach.
There you go. Be right up for you.
Appreciate it. Alright guys, this is the drive-thru test, and it's going well.
Oh, nifty. Yeah, that can't be a coincidence.
Yeah, so you can't see it right now. I'll show you the key. So the key's this really nice flip key. It's got push button start and all that good stuff, but between the cup holders there's a slot, and this key fits perfectly in that slot.
Almost too perfectly.
So you got the doors off, you're out by the beach, you want to go into the water, that kind of thing, you can just leave it there.
Oh, this is your toolkit?
Yep.
Yeah, that's your toolkit.
Hello, thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You as well.
Thank you,
There we go. I'm actually really impressed with that screen compared to what it looked like just on their website. What?
Mm-hmm. There's a trailering mode on this, so at any point in time you can press on the backup camera and you can watch your trailer as you're driving.
That is awesome. awesome. I've always wanted that. My F-150, I wanted that so bad.
All these automakers talking about blind spot monitoring because they have such hard blind spots. This thing's got none.
Yeah.
Good night.
Yeah, Jimmy just brought up a good point. There's not a blind spot in this thing. I can see very well out of every window. Guys, the radio really... It's just on radio right now, not even HD radio because of the station we are listening to, and it sounds good.
It's just the stock speakers, it's not the Alpine.
Yeah.
It's not the upgraded Alpine system.
Yeah, so this is the base system. It's got the upgraded, what is that, 7-inch?
Yep.
Upgraded 7-inch touchscreen, but it's just the base stereo system in it. It's got the speaker bar. Speaker bar's got some lights in it. So when you take the doors off, you still have speakers.
Absolutely. And be able to plug in my iPhone and have Apple CarPlay and have all my music playing.
Right.
You know, have my maps uploaded through there and have my kid just jamming out in the back.
Great. And guys, don't get it twisted. This is still a vehicle that if your top's off and it starts raining, you don't have to freak out. It's okay. You can still drain the floor of water and wash it out with a hose, and they made everything with you in mind. The people that are scared of the technology because it's going to cause more issues, they made it better for you. And I remember the first time I drove a YJ. I remember when I bought my YJ, I hit a bump and I almost ended up in the lane next to me. Oh, this isn't going to do that to you. This is very normal.